The average wedding in the United States costs around $28,000, and half of that is the ceremony itself. Many women do not own that much money or have it to spend on that special day. And even when they set a budget, many women break it. Now that I've told you about a little fact about weddings, let's talk about planning a wedding on a budget. First thing is first, make sure you pick a date. And when you pick a date, make sure it's in an off season, not June through August. Try January, February, March, and any of those other days, because your wedding venues are to be less inexpensive, and they won't be worrying about if your date's going to conflict with something else or whatever. Try to stray away from Saturdays, especially in the evening. Those prices in hotels and chapels seem to be more expensive because there's more people wanting to get those days. Now that we've talked about picking a date, let's think about how to pick your dress. When you pick your dress, make sure you stay in your allotted budget that you have. If you're going to spend $2,500 on a dress, don't try a dress on that's $2,700 that you know you won't be able to afford. Try to pick dresses that are lower than your budget so that if you fall in love with one of those, you don't have to worry about not being able to get it. Make sure that when you pick your dress, it fits you perfectly, your style and your body, because you don't want to walk down the aisle in something that doesn't fit. Make sure that you know that on your wedding day, it will be ready and that it's not going to be too big or too loose. The venue is almost as important as the dress, so let's think about inexpensive places that you can hold a wedding. Pick a chapel and a church. Many of these places give discounts to friends of family members that are attending that church. Try to stay away from hotels and big name wedding sites. Those sites seem to be more expensive even in off season. But if you'd like to have something that's rememberable, you can go for those. Just make sure it's in an off season because it will be less inexpensive. Make sure if you have an outside wedding with your venue and you decide to do it at like a garden or something, try to make sure you have a plan B, or if the venue area has a place where you can go inside in case it's raining or snowing or whatever. So now that we've talked about the venue, let's think about colors. You want to make sure that your colors match your seasons. Like if you're going to do winter, try to pick blues and whites and grays and silvers. If you're going to do fall, try to pick reds and orange and yellows. Make sure that your colors go along with a theme. If you're going to do a theme for your wedding, make sure that those colors go along and they match. Consult family and friends. Many friends that you have probably have done weddings or been to many weddings. Ask their friends which color schemes they like the most when they've gone to weddings. Is it the classic like black, red, and white that you've seen that they really like, or is it different like maybe gray and yellow or navy and yellow or purple and pink or something like that? Make sure that you get help from your family and friends. Pick colors that go well together. Do not pick colors like red and green. I mean, they go well together, but you think of Christmas, not a wedding. Pick colors like yellow and gray that go hand in hand together. Pick a basic color like a white, a black, or a gray, or brown, and then pick another color along to go with it. And make sure that when you pick the colors, they go hand in hand, like gray and yellow again. Now that you've thought about the colors, let's think about your guests that you will have. Keep them to close family and friends, not friends of like your parents or friends of friends that maybe you haven't seen in a while. Make sure it's people that you know and maybe you can call. Like go through your contact list and on your phone and look and be like, okay, well I know this person, so I'm gonna invite this person. I know this person, so I'll invite this person. And make sure they're people that you know, because you don't want to invite strangers to your wedding that really don't have any reason to be there. Think about the size of your ceremony. Make sure that if you want a small size wedding, it's going to be less money, of course, but keep it to that small size and don't feel like you have to invite people. If you do your wedding around like Christmas, you can send out more invitations and still have that small size because many people will decline your request. about coming to your wedding. I hope that you've seen all 5 of my steps to plan a wedding, and I hope that you can plan your wedding on a budget.